Can I flash the new set at my gym? Recently, my gym had a new set on one of the walls, and I wanted to see how much I can flash. Before this, I have been climbing for 3 days in a row already, so my skin was pretty thin, and also I injured my left wrist, so it was not in the best condition. I warmed up with some stretching, especially in the wrist, so to prevent any further injuries, and also with shoulder rotations with a resistance band, and then I went for some pull-ups. After that, I went for some easy climbs to warm up on the wall. The first climb I tried on the new set was the screen one. It was pretty easy, so I used it as warm up, although the holds were pretty new and rough, so my skin wasn't doing the best on it. On my warm-up, I usually try and use less momentum and more controlled power, alongside with better footwork to let my body know that I am going to start climbing. The next climb I tried was this red one. It had a few slopey holds with some pretty bad crimps, although it was still pretty easy and I could still try and use it as warm-up. Next up was this black one. The first pinch was pretty bad, so I skipped it and went for a gesto move on the crimp. After that, I matched and I went for the next crimp, and the rest was pretty easy from there. Next up was this blue boulder. This one was a level higher than the other ones, and it was starting to get to my limit of flashing. The first pinch was pretty bad, and thankfully the next hold has a little crimp screwed on it. After that, I had to go up and use my body tension to go to the left to hold it. Later, I go up to the sloper and then reach for the next hold, which was really bad. But once again, thankfully the top was really good. I could just stick it pretty easily. I really like this white boulder since the start required a little dyno up to these two pretty juggy holds. After that, you need to do a crossover with your hand to a higher hold, which is not so good. You need to pinch it because it's kind of a sloper and it wasn't the best. After that, you reach for the big hold and pogo up to another jug. And then you go to the top, which is a sloper, and you had to toe hook the big half circle. On the screen one, it was a sloper, so I went back to grab some chalk and came back to send the boulder. I started off with a knee bar because I didn't want to fail my flash attempt, and it worked pretty well. Some of the shorter climbers couldn't do it and had to power through it, but thankfully I was tall enough. After that, I reached up to this really slopey pocket holds, which if you weren't tall enough, you have to jump up to it. Thankfully, I was tall enough and could do it pretty easily, just reaching up. And after that, I reached up to another hold, which was kind of a jug, but also kind of a crimp, I don't know how to call it. But after that, the next hold was pretty good, and I had to put my legs high, and then go for a pretty bad sloper. I was slipping pretty badly on this one and had to hit my center of gravity pretty low in order to hold it, but thankfully the top was a really good sloper and I could hold it pretty easily. After that, I went to this black one, which was the third hardest of the set. The first pinch was pretty good and I was able to go to a crimp from there. I went up to the next crimp after struggling with the beta a little and held it pretty well. After that, I looked for where I put my feet. It was pretty obvious, and I went up to this pinch. After that, the beta here was pretty weird. I didn't know whether to match, cross, or dyno over, but I decided to cross. After crossing, I realized I could just match because of my height, but when I let go, it was pretty slippery and I slid off. Sadly, I couldn't flash this one, but after that, I tried this beta where I guest-stoned it. I meshed it and I let go. I swung a little but managed to hold on, but after swinging back, I fell. After that, I tried this beta where I match, but when I went, I foot slipped. And sadly, I didn't have enough skin, so I had to leave for the day. I went back a few days ago with new skin and did this boulder the first try of the day. I was really happy to top this one, but sadly I couldn't do the yellow one because of my wrist hurting. My friend set this self-set climb for me to practice on, and it was pretty fun. This Gaston move was pretty challenging, but I held it. After that, you just side pull up, and then go to this jug, which is a top. Sadly, in the end, I couldn't flash the top 3 hardest boulders in the gym, let alone send the top 2 hardest boulders in the gym. But I was pretty happy with my performance. And that's basically it for the video. Thanks for watching.